Okay, welcome back again to some Wargame Red Dragon action. It's going to be a 3 versus 3 this time on the naval map Atoll Inbound, and yeah, this is going to be a pretty big, explosive game to say the least. And yeah, we're going to have some massive fleet engagements happening later on, and yeah, I believe this is actually the biggest game that I've played to date as well. Normally what you can get up to would be 4 versus 4 on regular servers, and then on dedicated servers you can get up to 10 versus 10, I believe, on both the regular maps, strangely enough, so you can kind of really cram players in, or on special 10 versus 10 player maps as well. So they have it. Let's see what we've got. Top left we've got Red 4 or Pact. So they're going to be played by Valentin Legamer, Paid the Piper, and Kvashnin 38. So that's them at the top left or the northeast. And in the southwest we got NATO, and yeah, we're going to have Tematoy XD, Lightman myself, and Battle 130 France, FR, I'm assuming stands for France. So there we go, we just fast forward, seeing we just got deployment phase taking a bit longer than expected. Valentine wants to go here, me and Battle are going to go there, Temato is going to go there, Valentine is going to send his fleet there, and no apparent plans for either Charlie or Echo. We'll see what happens though. So yeah, ships just streaming forwards, Panthers or Bone going forwards to Recon, Hornet also just hovering around. Probably shouldn't have really got that early on, should have just got a ship instead, but oh well, what can you do? Ships are all arranging themselves, no one else seems to be spending any money on actual... Whoops, long. No one else seems to be spending any money on actual helicopters except for myself, but they make damn good scouts. The Panther in particular, as you can see, has got exceptional optics for the sea anyway, and presumably some optics for air as well. In any case, we've got a first off fleet engagement, a whole bunch of ASMs coming in, taking not much damage basically. Cham City's doing great in that regard, but lo and behold, more missiles coming in. We should be able to mostly bypass them. I think that missile actually missed rather than getting intercepted. But there we go, yeah, just mostly just stopping them from coming through, not too shabby. Udaloy 2 coming in though, do have the Pact flagship, one of the Pact flagships coming in. Sorry, Pact flagships coming in. I do mention the Udaloy there as well, and this is the one with more hit points, and they're really quick reloading defensive missiles as well. A bit more of a pain in the ass to put down than the Sovremye usually, although both of them have got their own strengths and weaknesses. So there you have it. And speaking of strengths and weaknesses, we still do have ASMs coming in. Donghei's taking a bit of damage, basically forcing me to retreat. Nothing too surprising there. Fairbell is also going to be launching some ASMs. And the Congo, ouch, taking loads of damage. And before there was actually something there to take damage as well. Apparently not, though. The Congo, on the other hand, is in dire straits, though. He needs to retreat as quickly as possible, get repaired. And yeah, as for us, well, we're trying everything we can versus our opponents. I do have the Super Hornet coming in once again a little bit too late, unfortunately, to take out any of those enemy planes, but did try, I suppose, better than nothing. But yeah, Congo definitely going to be retreating there, and yeah, just getting behind everything else. So yep, saving up my ASMs for the time being. On the other hand, though, we do have some ASMs being launched from my ally Battle. I don't think it's going to do anything. Nope. Just launching, you know, one single volley like that, even 4 missiles, unless if they're 4 missiles at the same time, not really going to be able to do too much at all. So yeah, definitely need to watch out for ASM missile launches. Actually, no, ASMs is in the name, so missiles in the name ASM, should I say. So need to watch for ASM launches. Make sure you don't just waste all your missiles like that. Opponents did manage to get some missile hits, much more so than we did actually. At the very least, I did seem to conserve my missiles, and the Congo is still alive and calm. And yeah, he's actually got the greatest main gun range in the game actually when it comes to ships, so even greater than the Sovremye and the Udaloy, so definitely very strong in that regard. More ASMs coming, no one seems to be turning their ASMs off. yeah, as you can see, we're basically deflecting pretty much all the missiles except for the ones that are fired by planes at the same time. Just reply to pilot, actually. There you go. And oh yeah, I was just talking about Hoi 3, which I might pick up again at some point. We'll see what happens though. So yes, we'll just close that. Alrighty, well, back to the battle at hand. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to the ASMs being launched multiple ones at the same time. Still not doing too much, to say the least. Our opponents do not have the initial advantage. We got the initial advantage when it comes to points, but seeing as we need to get to 12,000, it's going to be quite a hard slog, to say the least. It's yeah, pretty close to total destruction, although not quite. At the very least, there is a point limit. Thank God for that, especially since there is no time limit, which is kind of annoying. But no, well, for buyers coming in and launching the missiles, not quite at the same time. At the same time, though, not really getting any hits either, from what I can tell. Also launching some missiles by my tram intruder, destroying something or other. This Hoijan getting panicked and damaged pretty heavily as well. The Atoll 2, on the other hand, is sitting pretty though, and yeah, is definitely just continuing to do plenty of damage. Looks like Kavashnin is actually paying mind to his ASMs for the Atoll 2, and he's actually surrendered for some reason, but our opponents are going to keep on playing though. I did actually ask at the time in the chat, which is not fucking recorded in the replay for some reason. You know, if anyone actually wanted to restart, no one said they wanted to, and well, they have it. Bob's your uncle. Speaking of which, where the hell are my supply ships? There we go. Jesus, why am I leaving it there? I should be healing up the Congo, or maybe just resupplying it. And in either case, I should be doing something with it. For God's sake. Leaving it in such dire straits, usually not a good idea. It's going to be vulnerable to more missile salvos. Oliver Hazard Perry also is going to be taking quite a bit of damage, getting panicked. And yeah, basically both our battle lines are reforming here. We should have actually just sent these guys up as well. In fact, oh, this actually would have been the perfect little flank if Tema just sent his own fleets maybe just a little bit this way and a little bit this way, just to flank around like this. But oh well, our opponents are actually attempting to flank us as well, so suppose maybe Tema is just a little bit afraid of possible enemy flanking towards our only spawn point on the entire map if he tries to go too much forward. But yep, he is actually sending some ships some ships forward. Should just be sending everything forward, and we should be getting some recon here instead, actually, to keep an eye on what's happening here. He doesn't have to move that far forward up, actually, just to get up to this enemy fleet, but yeah, we'll see what happens though. I mean, especially if we can get some side shots on them, that'd be absolutely dynamite. Given as these are mostly just major ships that we have here, and yeah, they only got 2 side armor, something getting blown up there. And even the Hoijans have actually got 2 side armor and 4 frontal armor as well, so it's a pretty significant armor difference there. There we go, we finally got everything coming in from Tematox, should I say. And ouch, I think, did he just lose a ship there? Nope, his Congo took loads of damage though, due to 4 County 7 PLPs, and also got some Fabels coming in, not really doing too much, but yeah, mostly the ASM helicopters, almost destroying his Congo, definitely panicking it. His cars at the very least will eventually get taken out, thanks mostly to the Chamsuris, not too shabby. Oh, interesting that the Congo still took loads of damage, even though Chamsuris were there to basically provide dedicated kills support for it. Interesting, and yet more ASMs coming in, not particularly well timed, although some more ASMs coming in from myself actually, as well as the Congo. So yeah, just deciding to try to launch anything I can, and there we go, managing to blow up a couple of ships, mostly due to cannons rather than ASMs. And yeah, we definitely could do with some help and defense here, which is exactly what's happening. Basically both our fleets deploying here. We're managing to pincer Paid the Piper's fleet here, and where is the Udaloy? It's still there, it's still alive. It looks like it's going to cover the retreat, maybe? Kind of hard to tell. Speaking of which, this thing is meant to have defensive missiles, and yet it's not actually using them for some reason. Interesting. Well, I suppose its own kills is exceptional, but still. Huh. Well, if it works, I suppose. Okay, so you're doing a great job pinching them in. And we actually do have some elements set up here. What in God's name? Why did Battle set up just a small fleet here is beyond me. What we should have just had is... well, actually, one of my helicopters would have been perfect for scouting. Actually, Temo apparently has his own. Lynxes, which are not too shabby, I suppose. They're cheap, but their optics C is only good, as opposed to exceptional or very good, for that matter. And as for Battle's forces, they need to retreat. They're just going to get pounded into submission here. I'm not really sure why exactly sent them out like that. And, yeah, now we've got a beacon being sent over to... Oh, okay. Prepare for planes, apparently. Super Hornet also getting a little bit too close to the Atoll 2. Might be able to destroy that. We still do have the score advantage over opponents, though. And so much for preparing the planes. Looks like they're just going to charge in all willy-nilly and not really do too much, unfortunately. Not getting all launched at the same time. I do have tram intruders, but again, they're not being launched at the same time. Although... Oh, no. No, they're not. Nope. In fact, I'm not even launching all the missiles at once, actually, and the Udaloy is skillfully deflecting all of them. Our little ragtag fleet here is getting destroyed. Not really sure why Battle even sent him there in the first place. I mean, it's one thing to form a light defense, but he should have retreated the second he saw all their ships bearing down on him. And we've got a Sovremir, we've got an Udaloy too as well, we've got Jinghel Freeze, Tarantulas, which shouldn't really be getting that close to their main guns, but still, really, it's... just ridiculous to say the least. Actually, these Lynxes would have been great to send over here, maybe pick off Tarantula or what, Jinghel Freeze even, but yeah, definitely need to watch out there to say the least. Battle losing his ships rather needlessly to say the least. Temo is yeah, going to have to retreat. The Sovremir is still alive. This Sovremir is still alive. I believe the Udaloy 2 that was there was destroyed. At least I don't see any Udaloy 2s here, so yeah, it doesn't look like it's retreated in either case. So maybe it's just teleported somewhere. In either case, yeah, they definitely are going to keep on advancing, and yeah, we're just going to be forced to retreat. We could have tried to press on, actually, towards their spawn point, but yeah, the problem with that is that they kind of already got the wow, there's quite a few super antitards. Yeah, they've already got their fleet right on our doorstep here, while we've got a bit of a distance to go. Okay, when our fleet was here, we would still have a bit of a distance to go towards their own spawn points, so yeah, probably... I don't know, we could have taken the risk, but we didn't, and now we're just going to see how things unfold. So speaking of which, got a bit of a... yeah, of course. Defensive notifications set up there, and yeah, we're just abandoning this point. Yeah, these forward positions entirely. We need to watch out though, our ships are starting to split. They're starting to split up quite a bit actually, and yeah, lone ships are pretty easy to destroy basically. Well, lone units in general of course, but ships especially with ASMs and such. But in either case, we actually are sinking something or rather. Some ships, I think, and did we actually lose anything? I don't think we actually lost any planes in that assault, which is quite amazing actually, given how close they came. Although I suppose these guys are starting to run out of missiles in general. And here we go, here come crap loads of planes to basically blast the fuck out of them. And, well, actually, we probably were a little bit too timid with what's happened near our spawn point actually. We could have just afforded to keep pressing onwards, or at the very least to hold our position. But, yeah, in a noose indeed. These chum cities won't be able to do too much though, but still. Yeah, actually, very nice little plane reaction, actually. Basically just being able to swarm them and destroy them. Of course, though, we are running into a bit of a problem with our fleets being a little bit dispersed. In fact, this whole fleet by Battle, I'm pretty sure I did actually tell him to move it back. I mean, we did have defensive notifications and all that. Everyone else was moving back. It was expected that Battle would be moving his own fleet back as well, because, you know, just leaving him alone would not exactly do him too many favours. And I'm surprised, actually, we haven't seen too much in terms of resupply. Yeah, we do have one Mona here, one Mona there, and one Mona here. Actually, we do have a few Monas coming in, although these two haven't exactly resupplied much, so probably could have resupplied a little bit more. Although, what the hell, I suppose Paid the Piper did see an opportunity to take apart our fleets piecemeal, going for Battle's fleet here, and he's definitely taking it, so... Yeah, Sovereign is at full health at the very least, and plenty of shells to go around. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Battle's fleet is going to get torn to shreds, which kind of sucks. And their opponents are probably going to be getting the score advantage after that, to say the least. They are retreating their own forces here, but actually, what do we have here? Planes will kill their airships, reform here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did put like a reform command there quite some time ago, and yeah, I fucking did tell them to retreat earlier on, but yeah, I mean, look at this. His Congo is going to get caught out as well. I mean, granted, it's not as good as the Pact flags, as it were, but at the same time, though, it does cost 420 points, so you don't want to lose these things needlessly. Lafayette, another costly ship, 200 points going to go down. So yeah, Battle's fleet definitely has seen some better days. And just have a look at map in general. Yeah, opponents are trying to box us in a bit. They have retreated at the bottom left, thank God, or the towards the north, I suppose, northwest. Actually, I don't think we lost any planes in that engagement either, and we blew up one of their ships, something or other. The Udaloy 2, Sovereign is still in good shape, as well as the Luda, which is shaken, but not stirred. Definitely a few opportunities for us to destroy things with our planes. On the other hand, though, we do have this fleet coming towards us. We've finally reformed. Definitely taken our time there. And here we go, some tram intruders as well as Super Hornets should be able to do a bit of damage with their ASMs. Sovereign also trying to do some damage with his ASMs. Funnily enough, not doing too much. Again, I need to be sending in my ASMs all in at the same goddamn time. Tram intruders at the very least will be sending in their ASMs sort of clumped up together, but even that could have been done a bit better, and actually lose one as a result actually, so it's just going to crash rather horribly there. Bam. Exploding rather dramatically on the waves there, so yeah. Need to time your ASMs. That's one rather important lesson to get from this. Actually, where's my Congo? Is he still alive? Yep, he is. He's actually a little bit forward placed, to say the least. Especially given the fact that he actually doesn't have much health, actually. Very vulnerable. I should actually just keep him behind, basically, and use his superior gun range. Instead of sending him behind, I'm just going to send everything forward, which I suppose could work as well, although it's going to be a little bit tricky, though. Paid the Piper definitely does have very significant forces. He's actually got 2 Soviet flags, no, 3 Soviet flags. Normally can only get one Soviet and one Udaloy 2, but because the other guy quit, he basically got control of his units and all that. So he's got 3 Soviet flags. I mean, I could make this happen, but really we're going to need everything, basically, to be thrown in against them. And yeah, I know that was not a good idea at all. We should have reformed our fleets once again. And of course spaced everything out as well due to collateral damage. But we should have reformed along one continuous front and then charged in. But we'll see what happens though. These Donghaes are getting pretty close actually. Close enough to use all 3 of their guns at once actually. So now we just got all-out gun battle essentially. We've got stuff blowing up randomly. Something blowing up there. Sovereign. Oh, okay, that's why the Donghaes are that close, because they're actually going after the Sovereign, trying to destroy that. And yeah, with all these other ships in the way, it's going to be a bit tricky actually. I should have just tried to pick off smaller ships first, but this guy is panicked at the very least. Other things getting panicked and worried and all that. Donghaes at the very least are close enough to use all of their main guns, and we do have another fucking flagship coming in by paid the Piper, of course. Of course. What else do we have coming in? A whole bunch of ASM helicopters coming in and actually doing a bit of damage. Still, I don't think they all fired at the same time, to be honest. They're definitely not firing at the same time, because some of these guys have not even fired off all their ASMs, so a bit of a waster there. These guys should have been up here instead, even without any missiles. But oh well, we do have ships blowing up all over the place. Donghae is doing a great job as ships of the line, basically. LCU is doing a great job getting panicked and generally being too far forward. And yeah, Lafayette's actually not doing too badly either, although probably should have gotten hardier ships for the cost. My god, only 150 strength for 200. And they got great gun cannon range actually, so they really should not be that close to the enemy at all. In fact, it probably should be going for a bit of a retreat at this point. I am whittling down the Sovereign, and I think that's the only reason I'm actually staying in. I think is just to try to take out the Sovereign. I am taking out the occasional enemy ship though. And what the hell, actually, let's just hide the HUD and we'll get a nice little close-in view here. I don't know why I sent that ship forward, probably for the collateral damage on the enemy ships. But yeah, shots just ringing out all over the place. Sovereign is in a bit of trouble, the Atoll 2 is in a bit of trouble. This guy for some reason has his side armor facing us, which is not going to be to his liking, as you can see. Down he goes, down he goes. So as you can see, yeah, side armor definitely don't want to be facing like that. But yeah, plenty more Soviet ships, or packed ships, Red 4 ships, whatever, going to be facing us, and plenty of ASMs going to be coming in from plenty of planes, and I believe that was the Congo. No, actually my Congo's there. I think that was one of the Lafayettes getting taken out there. Where in God's name are my planes? I've got no idea. Instead we've got a whole bunch of ASM helicopters coming in, which could do a bit of damage, I suppose. The Sovereign at the very least has been destroyed, but there's another Sovereign too, more bloody Orzeloys, not to mention all these support ships as well. Generally, I can't engage all this myself, and we should have reformed our fleet, basically. Just looking back on this, and in fact, I can't believe we actually didn't do that in the first place. I think, yeah, there was a bit of a yeah, I think we just screwed up a bit on communication. I don't think that everyone on my team could speak English. And, well, even if that was the case, though, I mean, we still should have, I mean, better battlefield awareness and reaction time would have been pretty good as well. Appropriate reactions and all that. I mean, that battle guy, he saw all our fleets moving back and all that, saw notifications being thrown up all over the place. That should have been the cue for him to actually leave at that point. But, well, there we go. Instead we got our stuff getting picked apart a little bit piecemeal, planes getting shot down randomly, ships blowing up as well, Huijan almost getting destroyed as well, actually. And in fact, Tema and Battle actually going to be sending up their stuff there, despite the fact that I... Actually, did I give an order to retreat here? Well, I don't see any orders there at the moment, so... See what happens though. Super Hornets doing alright actually. Tram Intruders at the same time launching missiles, but still, nah, still needed to launch their missiles together for fuck's sake. Ah well, and planes just keep getting shot down one by one as well. You just gotta love that. Just by these land ships actually, not too shabby. Well, the Atoll 2 I believe is not the one with the greater range. The Sovereign, yeah, that's the one with incredible range versus planes. It doesn't quite one-shot them, but of course when you combine that with all these other ships that can take pot shots at planes, well, it all adds up, to say the least. Especially since our opponent's plane seems to be just going to town on us. Let's see. Well, actually, no, we are managing to launch some missiles in turn, but overall they're doing a better job surviving by the looks of things, even though their ASMs aren't exactly making it either, by the looks of things. Is my Congo still alive? Not from what I can tell. Oh no, there it is. Could do a bit of healing up. Repairing, should I say. It doesn't actually heal up, but anyway. And yeah, the points are very, very close. We've got a very slight disadvantage in terms of score points. But yeah, that could change very quickly. In fact, we've got a couple more planes maybe to make that happen. Probably not. I've probably just got a couple of Super Hornets just to be on the lookout for enemy planes. Eton Town's also coming in and generally being ineffective. Really, this whole game has just been a lesson in basically just needing to properly deploy ASMs. Because really we're just wasting crap loads of ASMs that just aren't doing anything, because they just need to be launched in all at the same time. I'll admit, with planes it is very tricky to send them in all at once. Apparently there's some trick about getting them to turn slightly to the left when sending them on their final attack run. I can't remember the actual details though. In any case, we do have some recon here, so just a single Panther rather than a whole fleet dedicated to, you know, just seeing what's happening down here. More Panthers to come in for myself, maybe just to take some pot shots. And what can I see? Nothing. Yeah, they definitely do have a very, very sizable fleet here, with more fucking flagships, of course. Woodloy and the Sovereign, yeah. And they're actually going to be retreating here as well. We're not going to be following them, probably because we suspect something being at the northwest, most likely. At least that's what I'm assuming anyway, so... We'll just fast forward a bit, actually, seeing as not much is happening. So, enemy fleet just retreating, going to be repairing, replenishing missiles... continuously being on fire, which means they must be carrying God knows how much fuel around with them as well. This fleet also going to be resupplied as well. Got a beacon being launched for recon, and that's exactly what my Panthers are doing, sort of. Well, actually, no, they're going up here for some reason. Oh, okay, to attack the Najin, apparently. And down he goes, so huzzah. Well, they're not moving across anyway, so it's not like as if we would have missed out on much recon. Crap loads of ASM helicopters coming in though. See how that works out actually. If they attack all at once, they might even be able to down a very significant flagship, but nope, they don't launch at the same time basically, and that's what happens. So yeah, now we've got fleets moving in mostly by Valentin Gamer. So Valentin Lee Gamer, we'll just call him Gamer. And yep, fleet coming in from Piper as well as some planes coming in to shoot down. Yeah, basically to shoot down all the helicopters. So much for that. Just my Panthers remain. And here we go. The final. Whoops. Let's just slow things down. There we go. The final battle is finally commencing. Our fleet is in pretty dire straits to say the least, and it's pincered as well from two angles. Basically, put our opponents are inflicting the killing blow. They've already got more score points than us, and yeah, well, now we've got Temo surrounded. Well, surrounded and surrendered as well, should I say. And yeah, very nice little pincer movement as well, actually. I think they actually are managing to get the side armor some of the time on our ships as a result. Only some of the time on our ships, but still some of the time is better than none of the time. And yeah, now we're basically just fighting a bit of a losing battle, just trying to retreat. Actually, never mind, this isn't quite as spectacular as I remember it to be. Okay, well that's right, the problem being that at this point we're pretty severely depleted, although I think I actually fast-forwarded too much of that battle there. I probably should have slowed down a bit, but oh well. Final battle underway in either case, and yeah, you can probably tell what's going to happen. They've pincered us in either case, and destroyed all of our ASM helicopters just about, so that investment's not being particularly good, especially seeing as it didn't really do any damage really. And yeah, now we're basically just fighting a last stand here. Just hide the HUD actually, there we go. Get a nice little close-in view. There we go. Just watch everything explode majestically at close range, why not? I think that was a Champ City getting destroyed, flares being launched, all the standard stuff. This ship, which I assume is another Champ City, oh, standard ship blowing up. Yeah, the ships are actually in general a little bit too close to each other. I mean, this ship is almost touching the tip of this other ship, for fuck's sake. So of course the collateral damage is definitely working against us as well. And yeah, these ships are just eventually going to get destroyed. Opponents exposing their side armor to us. It's not going to make much of a difference. Another ship going to get ballooned to hell and back. Now there's just this ship remaining, and yeah, you can probably guess what his fate is going to be. In fact, there we go, we'll get a very, very nice little close-in view there. Yeah, not bad damage texture, could be a little bit better actually. That's what the hell, down he goes, bam. And with that, pretty much our entire fleet is destroyed. I should have surrendered at this point. I'm pretty sure that Battle has surrendered, or maybe not actually. Nope, he's still here actually. His planes are here. What difference will they make? Well, let's have a look. Do you have quite a few missiles being launched at the same time? And one Lura does go down. Too bad that only put a tiny little dent in their forces. Now that Oliver Hazard Perry is going to go down as well. Oh dear me. Still quite a game though, and yeah, definitely some very majestic naval battles happening, plenty of shots ringing out, missiles flying everywhere. You just gotta love the sheer pandemonium of okay, sheer pandemonium of this game. Unfortunately, I don't think Battle's going to be able to reinforce. Nope, he certainly isn't. He did manage to get in one Oliver Hazard Perry. I don't think the Congo or the other one will be able to reinforce though, even though he did put them down. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, maybe they will be able to. So will the Congo get plopped down as well? Because he actually plopped it down before the point before the point got decaptured and recaptured. Or captured by opponents, should I say? Not anymore though. It's no, just getting decaptured and recaptured all over the place. In any case, yeah, these guys don't stand too much of a chance. I think we're just going to speed things up. Yeah, fighting till the bitter end. And there you go, total destruction after all. Still quite a game to say the least. Now, apparently the T90 beats everything. Wow, what a round. I definitely lost quite a bit there. Whoopsie long. Which is surprising, actually, given the fact that one of my allies lost craploads of helicopters. But, well, there you have it. Still an interesting little round. Kvashnin not really doing too much for kills, losing a few things. I think he's the one who actually quit near the beginning of the game. And, yeah, these other two, well, they basically just formed two different fleets. Pincered us, destroyed us, bam. And that's all she wrote. So there you go. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. And I shall see you all next time.